Haki system flaws. It pains me to do this because years ago my brain tried to excuse it and make reasons for defending it fully. But this is 2025, let us call it as is. The Haki system in One Piece is messy. I truly believe that the series would have been a lot better, especially action-wise, if Oda stuck with either Haki only or Devil Fruit only, with some sprinkling of unique martial arts and so on for brawling or whatever. From the start and straight through. I'm going to begin with the biggest problem I have with the Haki system and then work through the other issues. Firstly, the coating of attacks with the color of Supreme King's Haki, or as we like to call it in the fandom, Advanced Conquerors. No. And the biggest reason I declare this a really head-scratching power-up and Haki feat is that it basically shits on the need for Armament Haki. If you can use Advanced Conquerors, why in the name of God Usopp would you ever use Armament Haki? Why? Think about it. Advanced Conquerors is really just a souped-up version of Armament. It makes that whole branch unnecessary. And I know some of you will try to counter what I'm saying with, well, the true advanced level for Armament will let you destroy things internally. Punks! With Advanced Conquerors, one hit and you're dead or out cold, messing you up both internally and externally. Why the heck am I gonna try and methodically target an area for the chance to deal damage on the inside if I can do all that and more, whether up close or from a distance? There's even this feature where I can hit you without touching you. Stupid. You see, if I was the one writing an advanced level for Conquerors, that would not be it. Instead, I would simply pick one of two paths. Path 1 would be mind control. Considering that the base form of this is to overwhelm your opponent's mind or spirit, this would be my choice. Especially when you consider that One Piece doesn't have a lot of mental-based techniques. Hardly any if we're being real. I guess the better term to use would be hypnosis. And the more proficient you are with it, the more people you can target. The wider your range is and the longer you can have them under hypnosis. But Path 2 would be my preference, and this is because it would be more fitting for the physical nature of the story and also because it was actually foreshadowed yet seemingly will never be followed up on. Weather control, specifically natural disasters, natural hazard control. This would allow someone with this level of Haki to manipulate literal blizzards, tornadoes, whirlpools, earthquakes, thunderstorms, and send it at whatever target. This is what Oda should have done if he wanted to come up with Supreme King Haki coating. Imagine Roger or maybe Rocks back in the day wrapping themselves or their weapons in various combinations and fusions of actual disasters. I'ma be honest, I thought that somewhere along this line would be where we ended up when we first saw that clashes could split the sky and even produce lightning effects at times. Imagine how much more insane the fight between Luffy and Kaido would be, and to properly link it back to base Conqueror's Haki, it could be explained that base isn't really about overwhelming the mind but rather the spirit. You're actually projecting your own spirit over a biological target. And in this level you are releasing that spirit or aura outside of yourself, amping it up to the max and then concentrating it before sending out an attack to strike anything down and even sink enemy ships from miles away. Observation Haki is the other thing that is kind of all over the place. My issue with this Haki is that the branches aren't focused or clearly defined. Here's a question. Who of these people do you think is the best at Observation Haki? Sanji, Katakuri, Eneru, Rayleigh, Shanks, Fujitora, Luffy, or Usopp? I'm pretty sure a majority of you will be contradicting yourselves while a few of you will be wondering why the heck is Usopp included. Let me explain the latter first. Usopp though not being a consistent proficient observation user, has displayed something none of the others did: the ability to see multiple auras from several miles away at pinpoint accuracy. As for the others, you got Enaru that could hear voices from all over on top of perceiving moves. Really could do that along with sensing powerful beings around. Fujitora was blind but could sense the auras as well as the intentions and emotions of those around. Sanji could hear a female's voice or apparent distress well beyond what any human should be able to hear. Katakuri could see into the future consistently for hours on end, seemingly non-stop once focused, but yet doesn't seem to have the same level of overall sensory that Rayleigh or Inaru had. Otherwise, that donut interruption Luffy caused probably wouldn't have taken him by surprise in that manner. It's like Oda wants it to do different things but is unsure where to rank whatever subsection of this haki. So in various moments, characters that should be masters of it are doing things that the other is confused about or have not shown to be capable of. If the base level of this was, for example, just sensing someone, the advanced level should have been you expanding that range to both biological and inanimate entities over a wide area. And if the base level was just perception and perceiving moves, the advanced level should have been just future sight. This isn't as big a problem as the advanced Conquerors because you could probably say, hey, there's nothing wrong with the base level being able to do multiple things once the advanced level maximizes all. Well, yes, but no. Answer me this then: is the base level perceiving motion plus sensing intent plus hearing sounds accurately? I'm confused. And even if we say perceiving motion and sensing intent can be fused as the same thing, how does that explain what Usopp can do, what Sanji can do, and what Katakuri and Shanks can do, seemingly at an advanced level? Katakuri isn't just perceiving motion and sensing intent at a broader range, he is literally seeing the future. If Enaru is in Fiji and you are somewhere in the Caribbean talking trash about him, see what I mean? For Armament, yeah, I kinda already touched on this. The advanced level for this would be fine as is if the Conqueror's next level was different. And experienced pirates like Crocodile should have been able to pull out some sort of Haki feat back in the Alabasta arc had Oda been better prepared to implement it. To simply summarize this, Oda should have picked specific lanes for all three types of Haki and stuck with it. So mind, body and soul should have been connected to observation, armament, and conquerors. But that's my take on this whole bit.